He's a really smart player.
Yeah. And we have our 3-2-1 and pills. Wow, so much blue for Tomahawk there on the top of that board.
So much blue, not much red, but plenty of red pills, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he is just using them for combos, trying to open up that center and negotiate around there. And meanwhile, Luke is going to drill down into that horizontal. Nice combo.
Yeah, just to look at Tomahawk's board, all that blue right now.
I hate
It's
it.
yeah, it's very groan worthy, I assure you.
Yeah, but that was a good double blue there to take out some of that pain. But it is going to be troublesome up top. I don't know whether he's going to do some horizontals or what to try to get that out efficiently. Not sure, but looks like he is tucking in between on column 5.
But he's pretty much taken out all his blue now. So now it's time to
Mhm.
shift his focus a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks like he's kind of deliberating on how to go about this. Looks like he's going to go for the fat log. Now he's
Yep.
shaking his head because now he's wondering if he's
Oh,
okay. Now he's going to try. Here's the problem, though. He's trying to manufacture a fat log, but what does he need now for the fat log? The one that he
the
needed in
same
the first
thing.
place.
Yeah. Yeah, so
It's got to drive you nuts.
yeah. And in the meantime, Dawn, or not Dawn, Luke has been able to get into level 7 and Tomahawk just getting into it. But oh yeah, Luke was signaling that he is going to try to take those blues on the left-hand side out horizontally, but now he also has a bunch of blue garbage. So he's just about 3 viruses ahead of Tomahawk, who could very easily chop into that lead. Yeah, and now it's neck and neck again.
Yeah, Tomahawk has had some really clever play at the beginning of the 7. He kind of built a bridge that made a horizontal clear much easier early on in this level. And then he used a horizontal drop to keep everything in order on his top line. He's come up with some really nice creative plays. Look at that nice L
Mhm.
clear right there.
Yeah, and he's taken the lead with that. Meanwhile, Luke's play is really good, but just needs so much red and yellow to keep it going. And if he were to tuck red yellow into column 6 and 7, which would be kind of efficient, right? He would leave his column 8 spired. So you can see him thinking about that. He doesn't want to cause too much drop time.
Yeah, now he is starting to get pretty much all of the red he needs. Let's see how he handles the rest of this 7. Tomahawk only has one virus left, but there's one little fragment of garbage which he now takes care of.
Mhm.
And it looks like the route to the end for Luke here is going to be horizontals.
Yeah, absolutely. Just needs one more and out at a 320. So
Yep.
very close here for these two. Tomahawk not needing yellow, so I was going to use it to manufacture other plans.
Might be manufacturing an L clear on the left-hand side of his board here.
Yeah,
Yep.
did cause some garbage there, but I mean, with such a blue yellow heavy top line, I mean, you're going to be using that garbage. There's just no way around it. Over
Tomahawk
on Luke's
now
board.
starting to get a little more access to reds. He's got decent color diversity going on, but there's one yellow virus left on his board now.
Hmm. Meanwhile, Luke is having to dig through quite a bit of red himself. Um, and yeah, that right hand side is starting to look challenging for Luke.
Yeah, it's he wants to get the horizontal clear so he can clean out all the garbage on that side of the board. And
Hmm.
but he can't do that without if he keeps getting inundated with blue pills, he can't take that virus clear on column 5 before he does so, or column 5.
Also, this plan isn't fantastic yet. That caused garbage to drop down onto column 7. I think it was going to be a long cascading clear. That was the hope. But too much stuff cleared at the same time for Luke. But he's making it work, making it work. Meanwhile, Tomahawk into level 9.
It looks like Tomahawk had an early misdrop, but it's already been solved, and he's got a lot of good flat plays to work with here at the beginning of this 9.
Mhm.
Nice little T clear from Luke there. It only got one virus, but it still looks cool, and we like things that look cool.
We do like things that look cool, and now everything's really free and clear. Good, this double red going to be great for him. He's out at a 539, but he is 22 viruses behind Tomahawk, who brings down the center of the board. Blue is going to be something that's not super accessible, but he's able to tuck into columns 1 and 2 there. So not bad, but needs a bunch of red and yellow. That's the blitz we would want for Tomahawk right now.
He's got a pretty healthy lead, but he still needs to get RNG to cooperate with him.
Mm-hmm.
Blue is probably the best color to not need because it's, in theory, the least common of the 3 colors to get.
Yeah,
And I say in theory because it varies depending on how much you need it.
exactly. It's not super statistically significant. It's a small percentage, but it definitely feels bigger as we play it. It's a big part of Dr. Mario lore. And
Yeah,
there we go. Tomahawk out at a 639 and Luke 17 viruses behind. So Tomahawk needs one more to get his second round 1 win in his short time so far in this bracket.
Don Venuer awaits the winner of this series in round 2, and it looks like Luke sees the writing on the wall, and he's going to go ahead and reset the game.
I like his picture. It's very
I
true to
do too.
life.
That is the approximate peak of my artistic talent. So
Oh, speaking of artistic talent, on our Discord, which you should definitely type !Discord in the chat, Tomahawk posted a video of him playing the chill song on the electric guitar. And I'm hoping that some other musically inclined members of the community get together and lay down a whole track. That would be amazing.
the issue early on for Luke here is the lack of access to reds. He's gotten access to some by cleaning some stuff up on the left hand side of his board, but now he could use a double yellow.
Hmm. Yeah, but Tomahawk has a bunch of spired blues. He is looking to go for a horizontal, which will, yeah, drop down into an interesting T formation. Not the standard T that we normally see, but looks good.
This board for Luke right now is not giving him much opportunity for double clears at all.
Mm-hmm.
That yellow fragment in column 5 might be a little bit of a problem because it cuts off the horizontal clear for the blue virus in column 8. But it looks like now he has access to the bottom of 1 and 2, so now he can basically clean that out at his leisure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a slightly different order for the pills would have had that blue out of the bottom already, but he would still have to kind of wait on the red there. Tomahawk already out of level 6, signaling that he would love a red yellow to build those horizontal. Nice combo there for Tomahawk. Luke out at a 144.
Yeah, Tomahawk knew that red yellow was coming as soon as he started getting inundated with double reds. And so that's just a good use of prior knowledge to know it was coming and then use it in kind.
Mm-hmm. Tomahawk's set setup on column 1, yellow was not exposed very much when those pill halves got placed. So it was a good place to put it, and he has enough other places to negotiate blue that he can save that left hand side for last. Meanwhile, Luke very spired in the center, and it's too bad that that's blue because he's going to need a bunch of blue in his end game.
I mean, that drop combo on the part of Tomahawk looks like it cost him a bunch of time, but you really felt he was trying to get that drop combo in column one, and
Hmm.
those clears helped clean out the garbage so that he still had access to that clear. He ultimately did not get it, but that's perfectly fine because he had other avenues through which he could solve that problem.
Hmm. And meanwhile, Luke is going to be out of his level 7 here at 308. And he's just 5 viruses behind right now. And I wonder if Tomahawk's signaling a horizontal there towards the top with that blue. Nah, he's going to clear it out. I think that's the smart move.
He's just trying to make plans upon plans so that
Hmm.
he can so that he has backup strats to get through his board here. But so far so good from Tomahawk, and it is pretty much dead even at this point.
Hmm. All right.
I like how
Loves.
Tomahawk slipped that pill underneath so he could set up the double clear no drop.
Luke had a really good horizontal just now. So yeah, these two looking great in terms of their boards not being too cluttered and just having the right amount of plans. A lot of red pill halves there on Luke's board though.
Yeah, I still kind of like his board setup though. By clearing this out, he has access to
Mm.
the oh yeah, fat log. One of those clears was garbage, but I'm still calling it a fat log.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now the question
See.
is how he attacks the rest of this board. Okay, he has access to the horizontal at the bottom, so that's going to be no problem.
There we go. And you can go
Who
horizontal
gets
or
out
vertical.
first?
Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Oh, it's basically the same
444,
time.
445. Let's
Oh boy.
go.
Oh boy. Oh geez. And these two boards are really similar too. Lots of double opportunities. They were both able to get a quick start on these boards.
Quick tuck to the zero drop double clear for Tomahawk. Taking the easy horizontal clears here.
Hmm. Luke's column 7 and 8 are going to be a little bit tricky, methinks, but wow,
Oh,
that
that
double
really
blue.
helped.
Yeah, I was like, oh, never mind.
I was interested to see if Luke would have taken one of those red yellows and snuck it into columns 7 and 8 to get the no drop double clear. It looks like he's gonna leave that be for a moment.
Hmm. Ooh, Tomahawk has a good potential clear. There we
Here
go.
it comes.
Wow, whoa, that just went every which way.
Looks like a lot of yellow Tomahawk needs to get through the rest of this, but he's only behind by a couple of viruses right now, and this is the final level.
Yeah, I mean, anything could really happen here. I'm a little worried about Tomahawk's column 8. That's the tough part, and Luke is not dealing with that same situation. So, oh, and this double red, perfect for Luke.
Oh, you
He's
saw
gonna,
Tomahawk react there. He did not want to put that red blue there.
yeah,
He wanted to set up the horizontal for the blue virus at the bottom of his board. But out at 628 is Luke, and we are going to have another decider.
yeah, caca. Let's
Caw.
go. Excellent. That was a nice hearty caca. Um, and yeah, wow, a lot of great matches, a lot of great deciders. I think what's happening is the field is narrowing. Everybody's improving very quickly and trying out new strats and reinventing themselves. And it's just making the game elevated. These levels of matches, they're closer, they're more exciting. We got more deciders. Yeah, it's a really cool time going into summer here.
We keep getting deciders like this. This is probably going to be the most Dr. Mario games played on a
Right.
Saturday slate of all time.
Oh, yeah. I bet we yeah. I wanna look up the stats on that. It's a little bit harder to do on our website, but,
A quick drop tee early on here by Luke, really nailing this level
mm,
early on. See
mhm,
what he keeps doing with these yellow reds early on, because he does not have a whole lot of access to red viruses.
mhm. Yeah, both of these players, the board is up high. Oh, Tomahawk's gonna do a nice drop L, setting up a possibility for a horizontal here with the blues. So
Yeah, it
good
looks like that's
advanced
what he wants to
planning.
do.
Yeah, there we
Here it
go.
comes.
And it's set up well for the bottom row of the level additionally.
Yeah, that's just really good planning on the part of Tomahawk. Gets the in between clear there.
Mhm.
Just being able to approach the horizontal from two different directions, it means you're less dependent on one particular pill when you have multiple outs, as they might say in
Mhm.
like poker.
Mhm. Now, multiple outs, that's not really going to happen for Luke here. Luke is dialed in, locked into this horizontal yellow, but clears off some garbage and the blue virus just has one more at the bottom.
All right, one more for Tomahawk, and he's going to be out of 6 at 138.
Nice. Luke would
Looks like
really
Luke is.
love a blue red right now.
Hmm.
Oh, that'll work.
That's not going to be bad either.
Mhm.
It's nice to have more than one pill that will work. Even if one of those is a double, that's fine.
Mhm.
Nice horizontal clear for Luke to start off this level 7.
Tomahawk taking a bunch of drop time there, but it really works out nicely. He's got a little bit of that cushion. This horizontal blue, excellent for him. Yeah, wow. This is just a really quick clear out of level 7.
Yeah, Tomahawk is really going to town on this level. Uh, red yellow would be great right now. Gets briefly double yellow bursted, which is great because that's pretty much what he needed for those. Oh,
And
there
there
it
we
is.
go. Log out for Tomahawk.
That was a
Looks
106 level 7. That was
that
impressive.
that's really good. That is really good. Oh, I'm kind of surprised that Luke is not pulling the trigger on the horizontal yellow. He had some opportunities to do that. And then also he took out his column 7 plan. So I think he's going around in circles a little bit, making a plan, coming back to it. So we'll see how that works out, but it means that Tomahawk is garnering a very big lead right now.
Yeah, Tomahawk is well ahead, and right now he's just trying to keep everything clean so he can coast to victory. Luke, I like some of the setups he has going on here. There might be a little bit of concern about that blue in column 5. Wow, it took me that long to count.
Yep. 5
But
is a weird one.
yeah. Oh, this is perfect right here. Oh,
But he doesn't want to wreck that yellow option.
okay, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of hemmed in there with his plans, but now just needs
Yeah,
one
he
more
wa- he
yellow.
wants to he really wants to do this horizontally, and he will at about a 410.
Mhm.
A 30
Yeah.
virus lead for Tomahawk now.
Yeah, we're not really used to seeing that too much in this level block. You can see Tomahawk wanting more red to fall. That T is gonna come in
There we go.
nicely when it does. Ooh, and that double red, so good for those plans.
Yep. Now he needs a couple of blue and 3 more red.
Oh yeah, and the
He's shaking his head
prioritization.
because he saw
Yeah.
what was in the next, and I'm like, oh, I should have went the other way. But no big deal. It cost him 4 pills worth of time, but still has a good lead going into level 9.
Yeah, and the thing is for high speed players, probably for all players, you are already setting your DAS, you're already setting the direction that you want the pill to go in when it falls, and the next box might not have shown up. So it's not always easy to look at your next box when you're calculating your plans. So
Column 5 is completely clear for Tomahawk right now.
wow.
There's this big old cluster of blue that he has to dig through, and now he's getting blitzed by blue reds, and I believe a blue yellow will come at the end of this blitz, which will probably go in column 8. Or not.
And Luke's Luke's board is just it was just in this nice little narrow pocket, but everything is put out so beautifully for doubles. Oh, but okay, he was able to fix that.
Honestly, this end game for Luke looks pretty clean. It's just a matter of it being so vertical that you end up needing specific pills to finish it off, and
Right.
you take some drop time if you don't get the exact right ones.
Mhm.
But Luke is going to be out of this shortly at about a 6:14. Looks like Tomahawk is taking the horizontal on the red virus in column 3. This
Mhm.
end game's looking pretty clean right now.
Yeah, not too much trouble. Now everything is going to be open, and he doesn't even really have to worry too much about prioritizing which red, but now he is going to have a T set up. He is going to tee out. That's always a nice swaggy feeling. And he's out at a 644. So Tomahawk is going to be moving on to round 2. And GG's to Luke.